Welcome to another Tech Help video brought to you by AccessLearningZone.com. I'm your instructor, Richard Ross. Today's part 3 of my multiple cascading combo boxes series. Go watch parts 1 and 2 if you have not yet already done so, and then come on back. All right, so far we got our table set up, we got our form set up so we can edit that data, which is right here with our big set of nested subforms. Now, the key is to get this data into our customer table. So in our customer table, we've got address, city, state, zip, typical fields. But we're going to need to store IDs in here in order to use our new sets of data. Okay? Now, here's the tricky part. If you want to keep all of this data, you'll have to convert it over to the new system. Now, I'm not going to cover that in this series because I've already covered it in a few other videos. You'll just use an update query and then run up a series of update queries. So Fort Myers, for example, is field whatever in the city table, right? Where is it? Fort Myers is city 1. So what you'll do is you'll add city ID in here, and then you'll run an update query that says, okay, for every Fort Myers, add city ID, and then say for every Fort Myers, update city ID to 1. Okay, and you can run it down the entire table here. You have to make sure all of these entries are in this table, and then they'll all be updated to city IDs. And then you can just go through and delete the city text field. Okay, again, I've got other videos covering that. Here's one of them. In fact, I go over this exact example. I'll put a link down below. And in fact, I think what I'm going to do is, as a follow-up to this series, I'm going to make another video and I'm going to walk you through normalizing all of this data properly. Normalizing is basically what I just talked about, taking all of the Fort Myers out of here and putting them in the city table as Fort Myers and replacing these with a 1. That's called normalization. You don't want duplicate data in your database, as if at all possible. We'll do a separate little video on that, or maybe a little mini series on that. But anyways, for today, I'm not going to bother with all that. All right, we're just going to skip it. I'm going to just delete this stuff and put the proper fields that we need in here. Okay, just so you're aware. Obviously, you've got data you want to save. You don't want to just wipe all your data out. But for today's class, that's what we're doing. All right. So address, city, state, we're going to nuke, and country. So I'm going to delete those. And we're going to delete country. I'm going to leave zip code. Zip code is outside of what we're working with today. The zip code's got a whole bunch of other stuff. Go watch this video if you want to learn about zip code lookups and all that kind of stuff. I'll put a link down below. We're not dealing with zip codes today. So we are gonna have, what are we gonna do here? We got country ID. I can't type today. Number. We've got, just in order, state ID number, county ID number, city ID number, street ID number. And then the funny thing is, those are all numbers, but street number is gonna be short text. Because, you might get 114A Main Street, right? So you need to be able to put letters in the number field. It's like I've had customers where they have customer number and the number's got letters in it, or a part number with letters in it. So why do we name things the way we do? Who knows? It's called a street number or street location designation, whatever. I guess from a database standpoint, it's really more of an identifier, not a true number, right? 221B Baker Street is, it's not a street number, it's a street identifier, I guess. I don't know. People will probably always say street number forever. I just looked it up online. Even the U.S. Postal Service calls it a street number, like 114A Main Street. That's the primary address number, they call it. Main is the street name, street is the street suffix. If there's a unit, apartment, or street number, or suite number, that's called a secondary address unit designator. Okay, so there you go. More useless information you didn't need today. All right, so save it, and let's move on to the customer form. Now, got a whole bunch of pound names on here because we deleted a whole bunch of information. Let's get rid of that stuff. And let's see here. We get rid of you guys. Temporarily, we're just going to move zip code over here. We'll deal with you later. Let's start off by making a combo box for country. This is the easiest one because it's not dependent upon anything else. You're just going to list all of the countries, right? So form design, grab a combo box. Where are you? Right there. Drop it there. Look up the values in a table or query. Where are you getting your stuff from? Country T. I need both fields, please. I'm going to sort by country name. And I've got a whole separate video, by the way, if you want to have certain popular countries at the top of the list. It's called USA First. Yeah, I know. I'm not trying to be overly patriotic. I got the USA first because I'm in the USA and most of my customers are. So I want that at the top of the combo box. Okay? Okay. And yes, I am patriotic. I don't always agree with my government's decisions, but I love my country. Okay. Next, that's what it's going to look like. Next, store the value in the country ID. Next, and give it a label. Country is fine. And there we go. I'm going to format paint to there. Slide you over a little bit. And there's the country. Let's make sure this box is given a good name. I'm going to call it country combo. All right. And I recommend you use the same naming conventions that I do. Later on, it will be important. Now, let's take a peek at the row source for this combo box. I want to clean it up a little bit because Access puts a lot of information here you don't need. Access doesn't know that I'm using my naming convention, so it puts brackets around everything. If it's based on one single table, you don't need the table designator in here. So I'm going to clean this up. So let's do this. So we got country ID, comma, country name, comma, from country T, order by country name. That's all. And you don't really need that semicolon either. That's designed for other database systems like SQL Server where you can have multiple statements in a row. But for this, you don't need it. You can put it there if you want. Okay? Nice and straight and simple. Hit OK. All right, save your form. Always save often so you don't lose your work. Now, let's make another combo box for the state combo. And we're not going to worry about any filtering just yet. I just want to get the combo box there. Now, you can either run through the wizard again like we just did, or you can just copy and paste. Watch, copy, paste. All right, once you learn how to do this manually, it's faster than the other way. Change this to state. Open her up. We're going to call it state ID for the control source. Come here. Where are you? State ID for the control source. State combo for the name of it. Go to data. And in here, we're just going to change this from country to state. Watch. State ID. Copy. All right. Everywhere you see country, just change it to state. Okay. Good enough. Okay. All right. Save it. Close it. Save it. Close it. Open it. And there's my states. All right. Now, if I pick myself a country like United States, I want this to be filtered. Right? We're going to change the row source. So we're only seeing the states from the country that was picked. All right. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go back into design view. I want you to go back to that row source here. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut that data out of there. We're not going to put anything in the row source in the combo boxes in here themselves, except the first one, because that's never going to change. Okay, and in fact, I'm just going to drop that in my notepad for now. Hang on to that, because we're going to use it in a bit. Okay. Now, why do I not want all of these combo boxes to have data in them? Because when the form loads up, okay, you don't want all of these combo boxes loading all of that data because you're just going to overwrite it in a minute anyways, right? When the form loads in the onCurrent event, which happens when the form loads and when we move from record to record, from customer to customer, we're going to look at the country ID. We're going to filter this box. We're going to look at the state ID. We're going to filter the next box. We're going to look at that box. We're going to filter the next box, right? We don't want to waste time loading these boxes with all that data when the form loads the first time if we're just going to overwrite it anyways. So you might as well leave that blank. Don't put any data in it. We're going to fill it in just a second. So where are we going to do it? Well, we need to put that code in two places. So if I need to put the same code in two places, that means I'm going to make it its own sub, right? We're going to have to trigger it when the user picks a country and when the user moves from record to record or opens the form the first time. So that's the onCurrent event. So let's start with the after update event for the country ID. Go to events, find after update, All right. Oh, there's my code window. It's nice and big. Let me resize it. Come here. Come here. There we go. Okay. All right. So in here, in the country combo after update, I'm going to say update state combo. And I'm going to make my own subroutine called private sub update state combo. And in here, this is where I'm going to set the row source for that state combo box. I'm going to say state combo dot row source equals, remember that stuff I had you copy to your clipboard a minute ago? Paste it in. Okay, there's your row source. Now, I like to break this down line by line when I'm doing it in code. It's easier to read. So we're going to do that. And that, actually, I like to move that up like this. Okay, and then we're going to do this. And then like so. Okay, there's our row source. Now, we got to add something to it. We got to filter the data with a where condition based on the value in the country combo box. So right here, after the from, it's got to go before the order by. We're going to say where country ID equals whatever values in the country combo, and got to put a space after it so you don't. This is a common mistake a lot of people make. They forget this trailing space, and they'll have a to, and then it goes right into order by without a space there, and that's bad. That's why a lot of the times what I'll even do so that doesn't happen is I'll just put an extra space in front. That way you don't got to worry about it, but it doesn't look as nice. So either way you want to do it, that's fine. I'm used to it now. I've been doing this for so long. I always remember that space there. And if it doesn't work, I know what happened, right? So then we need our line continuation, and there you go. Okay, ready? Save it. Throw in a debug compile once in a while, and let's see what happens here now. I'm going to close this guy and reopen it. Now, we only put it in the after update event. Okay, right now I got nothing in there. Let's pick Canada. Drop it down. Look at that. See? I updated this, and then it updated that. Pick United States, and there's the United States. See? We need it in one more place. We need it when we move from record to record. So now we need to also put it in the onCurrent event for the form. And we don't need duplicate code because we've got update state combo. Boom. See? And now it'll call it the same place. So now if I come in here and I go to this customer and he's got United States, I see New York. And if I go to the next customer and he's got Canada, I can pick Ontario. And if I go back to this guy, it updates it and I can see New York in there. And if I go back to that guy, you can see Ontario. See how it works? All right, so that's the training part. Now we got the practice. Now we got to do the rest of them. All right, so come in here, design view. We're going to copy, paste, paste, paste. Slide these into place right there and right there and right there. That's the hard part. Then we got county. We've got city. City 4. And street. And then for each of these boxes, all we really need to do is change the control source to county ID and county name, right? Country, or combo, I'm sorry, combo. State combo, county combo, city, city ID, city combo, street, ID, street, combo. Save it. All right, let's focus on the after update events first. So we got the state ID. It's got the, we got the country ID has this after update event, which does this. All right, update state combo. Okay, now we need to make an update combo for each of the other ones. Okay, so for the state ID after update, this guy is going to need an update county combo. Okay, and we'll just copy and paste this one. Right? Copy, paste. This is going to be update county combo. And we can replace, everywhere you see state in here, replace it with county. Right? County, 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 Leave country alone for a minute. We'll change that in a second. Okay. This is going to be the guy above county, which is state. ID equals state. Combo. Okay. As you can see, we're going to repeat this 5 times. Now, some of the more advanced amongst you might be saying, well, that's a lot of duplicated code too. Can't we just make... Yes, you can. Yes, you can make a single unified function that does all of this in one shot. It's a lot more difficult. And yes, I will be covering it in the extended cut because you got to pass controls around and figure out names. And it's possible. And I have a solution. I will be covering it in the extended cut. But for now... Well, yeah, we got some duplicated stuff in here. It's the same stuff. It's just slightly modified for each use case. All right, I'm going to write the rest of these while I'm in here. So we got county. So what's under county? Under county is city. So I'm going to replace county with city, right? So city, copy. Yeah, you can do search and replace and stuff, but I think I get in trouble with it sometimes. So county, county. County, 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 and then this becomes county. I've done search and replaces before and accidentally changed stuff that I didn't mean to change. So I usually do these by hand myself. All right, so below city, we now have street. So we don't need to update the street combo, right? We just got to update country, state, county, and city. Oh, so we do need to update the street combo under city. It's just that street ID doesn't have anything else to update after it. All right, so this is the last one here. I know we need 4 of these. All right, so there's street, 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 and city. Watch your spelling. Save it, debug, compile after a while. Okay. Now we got to link these into the boxes. That's all. Okay, so state ID is going to be update county combo. County ID is going to be update city combo. And city ID after update is going to be update street combo. And then street ID, I usually just throw the focus over on some of the, we'll put the street number field over here later. All right, so after you're done with that, you're just done with that for now. All right, save it, close it, open it. All right, let's pick Canada. Let's pick Ontario. Let's pick Niagara Falls, and I don't think I have any streets in there. Let's go United States, and you can see we're going to have to come back later and blank the ones below it. But for now, we're just getting the cascading working. We still got some tweaking to do, folks. Don't worry. United States, Florida, Lee, Cape Coral, Pine Island Road. See, and our cascading is working. So we got some stuff to do still. Still got some work to do. We got to blank if they change one of these above it. They got to blank the stuff below it. Okay. And what happens if the user blanks the country? Bam, right? It messes up our SQL statement. So we're going to fix that and lots more. You guessed it, in tomorrow's video. So tune in tomorrow, same bad time, same bad channel. Members, you'll be able to watch it right now because I'm a recording crazy fool today. But that's going to do it for today's, folks. That's part 3. Tune in tomorrow for part 4. And that's your Tech Help video for today. Hope you learned something. Live long and prosper, my friends. I'll see you tomorrow for part 4. If you enjoyed this video, hit that thumbs up button right now and give me a like. Also, be sure to subscribe to my channel, which is completely free. And make sure you click that bell icon and select all to receive notifications whenever I post a new video. Do you need help with your Microsoft Access project? Whether you need a tutor, a consultant, or a developer to build something for you, check out my Access Developer Network. It's a directory I put together personally of Access experts who can help with your project. Visit my website to learn more. Any links or other resources that I mentioned in the video can be found in the description text below the video. Just click on that Show More link right there. YouTube's pretty good about hiding that, but it's there. Just look for it. Now, if you have not yet tried my free Access Level 1 course, check it out now. It covers all the basics of Microsoft Access, including building forms, queries, reports, tables, all that stuff. It's over 4 hours long. You can find it on my website or my YouTube channel. I'll include a link below you can click on. And did I mention it's completely free? And if you like Level 1, Level 2 is just $1. That's it. And it's free for members of my YouTube channel at any level. Speaking of memberships, if you're interested in joining my channel, you get all kinds of awesome perks. Silver members get access to all of my extended cut TechHelp videos, and there's hundreds of them by now. They also get one free beginner class each month, and yes, those are from my full courses. Gold members get the previous perks plus access to download all of the sample databases that I build in my TechHelp videos. Plus, you get access to my code vault where I keep tons of different functions and all kinds of source code that I use. And gold members get one free expert class every month after completing the beginner series. Platinum members get all of the previous perks, plus they get all of my beginner courses, all of them from every subject. And you get one free advanced or developer class every month after finishing the expert series. And you can become a diamond sponsor and have your name listed on the sponsor page on my website. So that's it. Once again, my name is Richard Rost. Thank you for watching this video brought to you by AccessLearningZone.com. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned something today. Live long and prosper, my friends. I'll see you next time.